because I don't want to. I don't want to finish the battle chasers right now. That's fun. Yeah. It's 80s. It's good. Somebody mentioned I should probably turn down the game volume because I don't want to jack up my mic all crazy like. Just because there's a lot of ambient noise going on right now. It's kind of hot, so fans running, all that junk. Let's see. Let's turn God mode. Sweet. Oh, fuck that. Alright, I think I already talked to everyone, so, you know, everyone can be spared the dialogue. I hope we get fists or spear or shield. I'm a bit tired of the bow. Hey! Wow, I was lucky. After 12, let's try this. I really like this, but I want to see what this is about.
Well, pal, you have come a pretty long way, let me tell you.
Okay, maybe I didn't talk to everybody, I guess.
You know by now. And so, if I'm fresh out of tips for you, I guess there's only one thing left to do.
Stand there eternally to be wailed upon at my whim using whichever weapon suits me at the time.
Yep, now hop to it.
Oh.
Which one?
Yeah, okay, I'm just gonna level these up. I need to just stick with one, that way I have a better... Let's see. This is what killed me with that stupid Medusa and Stone fight that one time, but whatever. Or it doesn't kill me, right? So I think the most I've gone is 3. I should probably push myself a little harder. This definitely killed me super quick at that end part, so I don't think I'm ready for that. Let's try 5. No need to...
Extra bounties this way, but why not? All set.
It's Poseidon. It's God everyone hates.
I'm mightily impressed with your ability to cull those rivers there of all the denizens of my domain. Your crusty father's not entitled to the bounties of the sea. But on my limitless authority, you are. You have my rod of fishing.
Oh, this is right. The rod of fishing line cracks me up. Whoa. Hello. You have a great chance to find a fishing point. Wow, okay. Hey, I guess. That doesn't really help me,
Let's catch some fish.
you know, combat-wise, but foes. Get out of my way.
Here, fishies.
I can't even barely see the thing.
Got a bite. A hellfish.
God, the world really wants me to fish. Even in Genshin, they're like, hey, go fish. Here's the fishing event. And now I get this legendary artifact, this legendary boot about fishing.
These fists are going to do the talking soon.
Come on.
Heads up.
Hey.
Might as well.
I wonder if we ever get a weapon, a chaos weapon, or if we have already. That seems like a good movie.
I see no reason not to make it so.
Bang, bang.
The pierced butterfly grows stronger.
Oh, yeah.
Witches.
Oh, fated choice.
There it is. Can't afford that. Flyboon from chaos is transformed.
They were supposed to get more fishing points. Fucking Poseidon, man. I see why everyone hates him. That guy's the worst. Ooh, I've never been on this stage before. Ah. Oh, this is much bigger than the other one he's on. I'm just gonna go for it. It's reckless, but awesome.
What's going on down there, dearest? I thought for certain you would make it out, but it seems that nasty place has kept you grounded, hasn't it? But don't despair, and you take heart, won't you?
My heart is full.
Oh, that was stupid. That was dumb.
Blood and darkness.
You really think you can get out of here?
Okay.
Wow, I'm playing with fire. Oh, I knew it. Oh. I should have got that armor boon. I shouldn't have came into a pomegranate room with one boon.
Well, that's better.
Oh, I wonder which one I'm gonna do. Stupid. Let's see, I got 137. Nah. Wait, can I hold that down? Hold on. Oh, I didn't know I could do that. That must have been the boon I got. Or the reforge. I didn't even read it. Oh my god. Oh, that's awesome. Oh my god, that's awesome. Yeah, let's see. Yeah, okay. I didn't even... I thought it was something else. I thought it was just like a raw damage increase. Oh, hey. It's the cock tease and the creepy uncle.
One god or the other.
Our oceans, they are filled with danger, and not just water, little Hades. Any of the dead you face, they met their mortal end at sea and not on land.
Oh, quite. He's got one of the best calls, though, I think.
You say a lot of things about me, dearest.
Yeah, yeah.
Don't leave me up for that.
Oh, it's so annoying.
This little matter slide, and you've my loving heart to thank for it.
No, efficient spot.
Looks like a good spot. Think I got one.
Another one, huh? Okay. It's like, I wonder where their jurisdiction ends. Like, it seems Poseidon has some sort of, you know, pool down here where there's water. It's not the ocean right now. Oh, I missed the pool. Damn, I'm just making all sorts of mistakes.
In the name of Hades.
Wow, 80 total health. Yeah, I think I will do that.
Sounds like a trade to me.
Let's go visit Karen. Talk to her manager. So I could get a little bit of health. And then Ares. Ooh.
Oh, good.
Oh man. Murder. This chick stresses me out. I don't know if I've mentioned that before, but...
But I'm not who you think I am. My father sent you to stop me, that's all.
My health is not great. Oh. I'm gonna lose one of my death gambits. I'm gonna be super surprised if I make this without losing a life. Oh my god. Oh my god, I did it.
Nice chatting.
Wow, that was... not expecting that. Tell you what.
Till next time, Tartarus. Made it to Asphodel.
Cheating. Oh, we got a rock. Good thing I saw that. Oh yeah.
You know, I've never met a nymph before. You're closer to the gods than mortals rank.
Yeah, gods that can die. How is that fair? It was just a stupid snake bite in my case. Can you imagine something more embarrassing? You're just minding your business, and then snap, you're dead and on your way down here.
I know the feeling better than you might expect.
Well, I was going to end up here sooner or later. Might as well while I'm still looking good. Though, I guess you do kind of get to lock in whatever age when you register. Bet everybody dying of old age pushed that one through.
Yeah, you're ready to see his bay. Definitely. For more reasons than one. I don't think I have too many.
Sure thing.
Ooh, that's good.
Alright, that's good. Oh, Poseidon got a little I think it was a fishing spot I heard. I heard a fishing spot around here. Oh. Oh, shit.
But this...
Slov.
See you again.
Take it easy.
Oh, I'm loving this charge, man. Especially since it hits twice, just because of the nature of the thing. Oh shit. Where? Oh, oh.
No chance. In the name of Hades.
That was good, Demeter. We haven't seen her, like, the last 3 runs, we didn't even run into her once. I completely forgot that she was a thing until, Achilles mentioned her.
Work it out, witches.
that's weird. Alright, so I guess the weird little difficult mechanic is that those first shots are shielded, so you can't just...
My foster brother's wayward son appears. I too once lost a child, Zagreus.
Ah, don't be a
I was
bummer.
quite foolish with her from the start. Her father was a base-born farm boy, worshipped me. He's gone as well, of course. Only the cold remains.
Yeah. Oh. Excuse me. Yeah, I think I'm gonna get the heroic.
Betty won't mind, will she?
Oh. I don't know enough about Greek mythology to know who these people are talking about most of the time. This little cloud's hilarious though. You know what? Doom.
I'll hang on to these.
I need to heal.
Easy does it.
I still don't get that why people think that, like, you know, bones would be a suitable flotation device in video games now. Like, I would assume that if you drop bones into lava, it will do what everything else happens to in lava. Fuck. No!
You can't stop me.
I heard about getting stoned, but this is ridiculous. Ah, damn it. I missed the part. Yay.
Hydra, I feel like we're just not getting through to one another here.
Alright, so I know there's like 3 different types of Hydras, but I can never tell them visually. Like, I can only tell after they start throwing shit at me which one it is. Like, there's, what? There's this Hydra that throws all the little beads and stuff, all the little dishy dashies, and then they got one that throws lava meteors. And they got, what's the other one? He kind of like bangs his head. Or maybe he summons a bunch of... Oh, shit. Yeah. Oh. Let's see if I can get the side and you take them all out. Oh. Go, 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 go! It's like it's time to make a splash.
Enjoy your magma bath.
Alright. No, I'm doing alright. It's the Minotaur.
The champions of Elysium, I've returned. It's a car.
It's a chirp. I don't know, maybe in British you pronounce it that way. Hey! Alright, let me guess. Chariots? Ah, there they are. Everyone loves chariots. That wasn't so bad. Oh, that's cool. Explosive diarrhea. Oops, speaking of chariots. Oh, and they all got shields. Perfect. You know what? These guys are like suicide cats. They go, meow. Meow. Oh, butterfly balls. Everyone loves butterfly balls. Ah! Just pretend we didn't see that. Doom.
Better blessing. What's for sale?
Oh, speaking of bummers. Patroclus.
Tell me, stranger, if it pleases you, how is it you keep running into me? I thought this the remotest corner of Elysium.
The ever-shifting chambers of the underworld leave quite a bit to chance. I took our meetings merely for coincidence.
When chance is too far-fetched to be believed, then it's the fates at play, or something else. I don't know whether to believe you, but I know that I want you to leave me now.
This guy. I was thinking forever, I was like, where do I know the name Patroclus? I don't remember it being like a fond memory. I remember it being kind of like something I didn't like. And I'm thinking back, and I think it was Soul Calibur 4. Oh, the Minotaur. And they had that guy, Patroclus, who was pretty much Setsuka, but, you know, a dude, and he was just like, oh, everyone hates me. And then he had like an alpha version or an omega version or something, where he was Sophia. It was... Nobody liked him. On the other end of the spectrum, we got the bro Asterius. This guy's awesome. Although I'd rather not face him before I have to face him. I mean, it's not like it's even a big boon either. It's like he has a small amount of health missing when you go and fight him. Oh, yeah? I don't have any Athena. Do the shockwaves, yeah.
Stop a human.
Okay, you could leave.
Olympus, I accept this message.
What? This is my third heroic this run. It's just like a 1% chance too. Alright. Now what's my special right now? Pain. What? Can't deal with that damage. Especially since all my weapon upgrade had been specifically for the special. Oh, good. Oh, shield. That's one thing I do like, well, I mean, Doom's awesome, period, but Doom really just turns those shield bitches into shield bitches. What we got? No, you know what? I got 500 credits. I'm gonna go visit this guy. Oh wait, it was Satyr Bait. Oh wait, I mean, that's just the coins. Damn, I'm dumb. Yep, well, now I got 700. Hopefully I'll make it to the end. So I'll be able to spend it on that.
Champions of Elysium, now prove yourselves.
Yeah. Oh my god.
Witness.
Oh, even more. 890 souls, 900. Yeah, okay, I think I'm good on money for a bit. I hate these guys. You know what? I wonder how much damage I'm taking. That's not the game's fault. That's my fault. Because you could just be patient and go around them. But I mean, I just want to go fast, you know? Ah, there it is. There we go.
Thank the gods.
I definitely need help now. Alright. I'm making some poor choices this game. Oh, is this a... Oh, look at that.
That's good.
Oh. Well, shit. Oh, yeah. We gotta spend all this money. I can't even spend it in this shop. We're gonna have to spend it over like 2 or 3 shops. Alright.
I'll pay for that.
What am I missing? I'm missing a basic attack and a special. Oh, shit. Ah, but this is a fated choice. Damn. Sharp. British people, am I right? Aluminium. Alright. The Minotaur. And that other guy. No one likes.
It is as the king said. You will not leave Elysium except through us.
Oh, I didn't even say. Theseus didn't even say anything this time. Small victories. You got the worst. Take this. Uh-oh. Nobody likes Theseus. Sorry, buddy. Can't catch me. Never mind. Let me guess.
Olympus, I invoke your aid.
Alright. I'm cheating it. No, I'm drunk. No. This guy spends the whole time blocking all my attacks and throwing a spear at me while his bro goes out and attacks me. And then when shit hits the fan for him, he calls in the big boys. He's like, oh, save me. Yeah, some champion. Nobody likes him. Why would anyone like him? He's got a shitty personality. Just give me the Minotaur. Throw that guy away. Yeah. I still need an attack and a special. Gotten all the way up here. At least I'm rich. Well, rich-ish.
It's nicer outside than it is in here.
Wow, these guys really want me to retire comfortably. No, who's a good boy? No. Too bad you can't pet him here. Always gotta pet the dog.
Always time to fish. Think they got one?
Good.
Another gaff, huh?
Oh, who's a good boy?
That's a good boy.
Oh, he even said it. Oh, I can't go wrong with Achilles.
Pleasure doing business. business.
Yeah, this is always fun.
Hermes.
You heard of ROUSs? Uh-oh. 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 Rats of unusual size. I can't even see anything. They're just sitting there shaking their shit out. Flash dance. Look at that. Is that all they do? I've never just stopped and look at their patterns. Cheat, man. I guess if you're a disease, you know, if you got it, flaunt it, right? So I had that, what is it, that you take increased damage from environmental stuff, right? Like lavas and whatever. And I was like, man, that's nothing. I'm really good at avoiding that stuff. Not in this area, man. It's like like you hit one of these things and that's it. You are a dead character. Man, I really need a cast. Oh no! Oh! Alright, let's hope she has something for me. Hey. So she has what her cast are just like ice turrets, and you just put like a whole bunch of them that shoots lasers. Like it kind of tracks. So it's like, if you just want to set it and forget it, that's the one to do, and then you just pick up the.
One cannot put a price on love, but on my blessings from the boatman for my dearest, I'd say we're settled up.
Oh. Oh. Ranged? I thought that was like... Alright, let's see. Oh, maybe I'm thinking of Hangover. Oh. So I saw somewhere online that there's I don't know, some website. I wish I had more details. Doing like the greatest game of all time or something. And right now it's Hades versus Metroid Prime. I think people are like, oh, go vote for Hades. I'm like, I mean, like, I like Hades a lot. Like, this game is awesome. But I mean, Metroid Prime, when it came out, like, that was revolutionary. No one thought it was going to be as good as it was. They're like, oh, who's making the new Metroid? It's like, oh, some company in Texas, whatever. You know, oh, it's first person also. I'm like, really? Like, man, just playing on the GameCube back in the day, it's like, it was so good. It is still good. Like, I think I still have a GameCube somewhere. I can just boot it up. Just, I mean, the music, the everything. I don't know how it's split up. Oh, shit. Where's it? I gotta stop talking about Metroid. I mean, 'cause I grew up on the original Metroids, like Metroid, you know, Castlevania, all those kinds of things. And they're very specific genre. It's a, you know, a genre defined by its game. But I mean, they somehow managed to capture that in a first-person 3D environment. It was good. It is good. It just got better and better each one. Like I always like it too. But it never stopped. Like, even the ones on the DS were, oh, I mean, they were alright. But they kind of still took the same formula and just, damn, I only got 11 health and 1 Death's Defiance.
That's quite a stash there, Charon. I can use this.
Charon? Shit, I don't even know. Let's go Poseidon. Man, I don't know. Damn, I need help. Gutter trash.
Doesn't taste like anything.
Alright, 11 health? Is that what I saw?
No Satis.
Oh, that's lucky. Alright.
Goes down smooth.
Something for Cerberus.
Oh, good. I'm glad I got this in the very last place.
Thanks, you two.
I mean, I guess I could go down the other hallways, but I don't know if I trust my skill enough to kind of survive any longer than I can. There's a palm over here. But there's this one tiny rat boss that just murders me every time. And I don't really have, oh wait, here's one.
Don't spend it all in one place, mate.
And I don't really have an excuse as to why. Okay. Hey boy. Here you go.
Fang-bearing Cerberus directs all 3 of his attentions toward the Satyr sack.
This is a really, really good game, though. Really good. But I mean, you know, name a bad super gigantic game. They're all high quality. Yeah, I don't know anything about Pyre. Like, I bought Pyre, I own Pyre, I played Pyre. I don't know if Pyre's for me. But yeah, Bastion, Transistor.
Back, father.
You supposed to live. Took all of Nyx's strength to circumvent what should have been a certainty. Now you cannot stay dead. Such is the why you know the fates.
Nyx saved me, so according to the fates, I was never meant to be born, since neither you nor Mother are of the underworld, something like that. Or was it just...
Ah, you think everything a lie. The realm beneath our feet was appointed to me on certain conditions, not that I had much of a choice. Among them, a one-time surface dweller such as I would never have an heir.
You really believe that? Then why attempt to have a child anyway?
Accidents happen.
You don't know anything. Why anyone would choose to have a child is a mystery to me. The fates said I would never have an heir. Perhaps this was all they meant. Prepare.
Oh no. Not off to a great start. At least he's not throwing skeletons at me.
Your loyal subjects to stay out of this.
Oh. Damn, there's one. This is it.
One last shot.
I can do this if I'm smart. That's the only problem. I just gotta use Poseidon to get through this, I guess. 74 health. We can do it.
With a certain mindless strength, but such power has its limits. Blast you.
Oh. Oh no, I forgot about these. I don't care. I gotta take care of these. These things are a problem. No! Oh my god. Iframes. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Don't fuck with me. Oh. Oh! The shockwave. Damn.
That's Eurydice's song.
Oh, he's singing. So this guy is, I don't know, he's the god equivalent of SpongeBob.
It's fun watching the fluid sticks, you know? The ripples in the blood and everything, and sometimes somebody pops out of there like you. House staff and guests of honor, no one else. I sign them in and help make sure they have a pleasant stay.
Well, sign me in then.
No, you know, I'm gonna see what this guy's all about. After all, I pet my good boy. Oh, y'all good boy.
To give you pets and live to tell of it, right, boy? sing beautifully, mate. If only Eurydice could hear you singing this right now.
Oh, thanks for the sentiment, my friend. It's just... when I sing this song of hers, I've this feeling where my heart once was that... well, perhaps she can.
Aw.
Perhaps she can.
Little whiny vagina has a heart.
This ought to help Orpheus keep his boundless libraries of music in order. Just have to fill it in.
Oh my.
There's so many downers in this game. Let's see my girl's in. Oh.
What's cooking?
Very nice.
Business. Just what I was looking for. Here's the nectar.
I'll talk to Nick some other time.
It was only a matter of time, I suppose.
Yeah, that wasn't a bad run. It was just... I don't know. I made a lot of stupid choices.
Nix's power.
Oh, the rail.
Care to join me out there?
Think you can take me, boyo?
My keepsakes.
I think the first time I beat the game was with the rail, and I just got really, really good weapon enhancements, and it was just like, like I got that one where it just covers the whole screen and just explosions. Where's the ranged one? Alright, we'll just level this one. I'm just almost done. Yes, let's do it again. Although, this one's kind of unfortunate. Let's see. You have fewer choices when offered guns. So is this gonna be like a true roguelite? I'm just gonna get one option? Fuck it. Let the fates decide.
Why do you bleed like mortals do? An aberration, nothing more. And nothing to be proud of. I suggest you keep it to yourself.
It's like Disneyland. He makes his beard look like that, and then it's everywhere. There's just beards, or that design, that little. I'm sure it's something. I'm sure it's something Greek.
One and only rail of adamant in your possession there. Strike one's enemies from afar is really the only way, I think, and it's about as good a substitute for lightning bolts as you're likely to find.
Yeah. Oh. All right. That makes it easy. Yeah, this gun takes some leveling up or charging up before it's like good. But when it's good, it's like really good. It's got some really good enhancements. Alright, crit. Always crit. Oh yeah, and those little mortars can bounce, and there's this one upgrade that you could get where it's like it does a lot more damage. The little bomb does a lot more damage, but it harms you. So you just be shooting it and it'll bounce off a wall and it'll just kill you. Oh, alright, almost. Hey, that's the one I would have picked anyway. So yeah, like I'll shoot it over here and it'll just be like, nope, bounce off, kill you. I mean, not now, but you know. Now I think if it's beneficial for me to blow it up on myself.
More wretches.
Oh shit. Let's see what we get. Oh. What? Oh. That's okay. That's cool though, the dash attack does. It's like a shotgun, it's a shotgun. I'm good at shotguns. Oh, it does a bunch of damage. Oh no. And it's perfect for getting that little barrier down there when it has, because reloading though.
Gemstones.
Demeter Poseidon. Wow, Demeter. Poseidon's kind of an antisocial kit. He likes people to be far away. And I just... Oh, this guy. Chaka chaka. Chaka chaka. Oh.
I see the noble king of the Olympians has reached you prior
She
to me,
hates
sir.
Zeus.
I wonder which of all his many lies he's told you last.
Oh. Hey! Okay, so this is the thing I was telling you about. It's just like a set it and forget it. Little turret. It's really brain dead. And by that I mean you could do other things instead of having to actively put it. You just put it and it's free DPS. Not much, but it's free. And the crystal comes out as soon as it's done, so it's like you just go pick it up. Man, I'm losing so much health. I think it's really throwing me through is this reload thing. I always... Like, you can manually reload, but I don't. I mean, I should, but I don't. It's a shotgun now, so... There, I manually reloaded. Oh, we got chaos. I wonder if that's like... Maybe I should skip this chaos just because I only get one option and there are some bad chaos choices. Where? Oh, there's a fishing spot.
Time to fish. Fish. What do you know? A hellfish.
What do you know? Oh, hellfish. No, you know what? I can't afford the life. I've been pretty sloppy this whole time. No, then we get an endurance one. I'm not gonna get to hold on to that life after all. We can do it. Ah, yeah. I couldn't have just...
That's
oh, well.
quite enough. There.
What? Hey, Lucky. Can you imagine the devil's son comes over and just like fucks with you, kills you a bunch of times when you're a shade? You just mind your own business, hanging out, you know.
And lastly, you're forbidden from offering further assistance to Prince Zagreus. Do we understand each other?
Is Thanatos talking? Is he? That's my boy.
Absolutely, Master Thanatos. I wouldn't think of it. My mind is fully occupied with all the latest boulder-pushing strategies besides.
I can't get a beat on Thanatos, man. 1 second he was being a bro.
Get back to work, and I'll get back to mine.
And the next second he's like throwing shade. Hard. Look at that.
It's him, Baldy. Oh, I'm doing very well, thanks, Prince. I'm not afraid of him. I mean, what have I got to lose? Now here, I want you to have this.
Oh, this guy's a bro. Oh, you're a bro, man.
Makes sense to me.
Cheers, mate.
Yeah, I would think that death's threats wouldn't be very, wouldn't hold much weight in the underworld. death threats.
No words, but
yeah, let's get drunk.
should help keep me going.
Oh. Okay.
Good.
Come on, Magda. Yes.
So, not even Tisiphone could stop you. Your father must be sorely disappointed.
He's difficult to please, that much is true. What happened to Tisiphone anyway? She isn't much for conversation.
It runs in the family. Tis only knows her work. And professional distance is important.
That's what I am. Oh, don't dash towards me. Then do a swishy stuff. Resistant. Oh, that's right, I got that boom. That's it. Wow, I am doing so bad. Usually I do a little less worse, but this is I think it's just the rail, man. Like, it goes against all my type of. Like, I want to get in there, you know. I don't want to shoot them from far away, like the zoos, apparently. It's just Toho shit. And reloading. That was incredibly sloppy.
Got you that time, Meg.
Oh, I got some Titan's blood though. And that's not nothing. I think we can switch out the artifact now. Actually, this might be a good starter one. I should bring this out next time. Alright.
Might help. That's enough Tartarus. Got it. Love that sulfur smell.
Oh, that actually does a lot of damage. You just sit there and unload. Oh, maybe that's what you're supposed to do. That's supposed to dish dash around. Oh.
Who doesn't love this stuff?
Too mobile. Too mobile. Ah. You gotta be stagnant, stoic, stationary, and just.
Come try me.
Oh no! Oh, that's right. I got crits. I got crits now. What a dog. Oh. That's why I like the fists. I mean, like, you just get rewarded for being up in people's business. Just like, oh. Did you want to get punched repeatedly? You gotta go fast and all that stuff. Spear's that way too. So is the sword, but I think the sword gets a lot of flack just because it's not the spear. And everyone loves the bow. Everyone's ooh. Everyone loves the bow.
Haven't you learned your lesson yet?
Oh, oh, oh. Oh. I don't know how I'm not lower on health. I'm taking a lot of preventable damage. Cast. Okay, sure.
I'll save you from the magma fishes.
Yeah, actually, this game, Genshin, Battle Chasers, they're all fishing. I've been fishing this whole time.
For sure.
Just, Now I gotta go crit.
Let's get out of here.
Okay.
A little quieter than usual. Oh.
Oh man. That's not great. So if you can't see, these big old blue crystal flickers, they make everyone just kind of not take damage, and it's super not annoying, and it's a great mechanic, and I love it, and oh, he's a boss too, so it's just like... Oh, and these guys all throw bombs, by the way, on this tiny little barge. This is actually a really tough fight. If this is any other game, I'd say it's unfair, but... Hades. Damn. So remember that time I had full health? It was about a minute ago. Woo! Oh, we got Hermes too. He's gonna give us some garbage. You get 10 gold every time you... Fuck. I don't know if that has to do with speed, but whatever. I'm not... Medusa heads. So these guys are usually paired with rocks, and they stone you, and then the rocks just, you know, do what rocks do, just fall off. There's even like a little mini boss that's super annoying. More than plain Toho.
Congrats! The secret's safe with me, of course. The others here, they think you're still at it. Though, I guess you are.
That's weird. Oh, my special is faster. How much faster can you... That doesn't seem very fast. Maybe it recharges faster. Oh, I don't have any calls either. Speaking of annoying, those little Hydra heads that come out just pop up. Those are very, very, very... Oh. Alright, Karen. Yep, I gotta go to Karen's shop. Karen! Hopefully they'll have a sandwich there or something. Yay!
Much better.
What do you think? Yeah, I still got slots.
Hey, cheers for picking up the tab there, Zach. Now, I cannot exactly pay you back, though I could give you this.
Typical.
Cheers to that.
Yeah, that guy just talked in run-on sentences.
Don't, Hydra. How can we never talk?
Birdcage. So this is the other one, the one that shoots little homing purple pinks. I guess the only, like, they got that headpiece that's different, but, you know, it's not like an obvious difference for me. Like, it's not like there's a red one, I know, hey, that the red one's the one that shoots the fireballs or whatever. Let's see if I get a full drunk attack on this guy. No.
Shall you reconstitute again?
I was talking earlier the other day about the logistical impossibilities of animated skeletons. Well, I wasn't doing it at the other game. I was playing on Battle Chasers. And they were saying it's like, oh, why can't it, like, you reanimate that skeleton guy, right? And he's like, oh, I'm gonna kill you now, or something like that. And he's like, why can't I move? It's like, oh, muscles and ligaments and stuff. And like, in the meantime, it's like, you know, you got these guys carrying metal shields and armor and stuff, and swords. It's like, all right, in the same universe where you can't move because of ligaments and stuff, it's like, magic can only go so far. I mean, physically, like, I mean, if you're able to just kind of like get a structure and have it move impossibly without any sort of support or anything, it's like you'd think, why would you even need the structure? Why not just animate some armor or whatever, or something a little bit more durable than human bones? I mean, yeah, it's all video games, of course, video games and fantasy, but it's like, you know, if you want it to be believable world building, you gotta kind of like make it a believable world, at least follow some of the same rules. That's my thought on it, though. Like, that's why I like seeing like movies or games where they have like mechanical, like the mechanics makes it, like Waterworld. Waterworld's a really good example of that. It's like everything in Waterworld looks like it worked, you know, or it's just, I mean, it helps with it because you're like, okay, well, you're selling me, essentially, you're selling me this fantasy world. You're selling me this alternate reality, you know. It's like, oh, you're selling me Midgar, and Midgar has, I don't know, it's fueled by Mako, and that's what fuels everything. And even like, you know, everything is kind of like in this specific, I don't know. I mean, I know there's a word for it. I'm sure there's got to be a word, but I just don't. I don't have the vocabulary for what it's called. But it's just like the rules. Like if you build a cyberpunk world, things have to operate in a cyberpunk way, right? Like you can't have mixed genres, I suppose. So it's like that goes from everything. Like, you know, it's like from the way people interact, or the way, like, you know, taxis operate, or the way that, like, you know, like the machines that you need, or the kind of like resources that you need to have plentiful or whatever, credits, you know, the currency and all that stuff. It's like you have to make sure all that stuff is up to snuff, because this is your world, you know, and you have to make it believable. You have to try and sell it. I forgot what my original point was. I just kind of started talking, but oh yeah, skeletons, right? So it's like, you know, if you have a world where skeletons can exist and are animated and attacking you, right? Then, oh, cool. then you need to have a way that they do that, you know? You need to have some sort of thing. You can't just say magic for everything. That's lazy. It's like, oh, how does it do it? It's magic. Oh, okay. Like, how specifically, like, what kind of magics are we dealing with, you know? It's like, there's types of... What am I fighting? Oh. You know, it's like there's subgenres of magicians. I'm not, you know, sure what there are, but if you have one, then you have to follow those rules, at least within the universe that you've created.
Well, then I've news for you.
Oh, she's pissed off.
She's upset.
Oh shit! Yes, that's right. She sucks to piss off. Oh man. Oh, what? What am I supposed to do about that? I don't know, I think it was like a old... Maybe it was Dragon Age, the first one, where they're like... You know, pointing out inconsistencies within the magic that's in, like, most... I mean, they were kind of throwing shade at, like... I'm not doing so well this time. Where? Oh, it's over here at the safe zone.
Difficult. You do now realize, young Zagreus.
Gosh, she's like a grandma that survived through the Great Depression by being a spy or something. Murdering people. Your boons become common, then gain rarity every 3 encounters. What? Oh, that's cool. That'd be a... oh. Yeah, that'd be a pretty good one to get like early on. Well, I mean, this is kind of midway. Well, a little bit farther than mid, or whatever. I just hope I don't get the butterfly ring because I'm already down 1 death point. Oh wait, no, I got an extra. Where did I get that from? I don't get this range, man. Oh, fusion spot. There's the other game this reminds me of a lot because it's got kind of strange, old school mechanic, like old Doom mechanics, but it's redone. It's called, what the fuck's it called? You gotta concentrate. Crap. Oh, he said what I said. What's it called? Hold on, let me check. Hard reset, redo, but like spelled all with an X, you know, like redo. And it's got like, the graphics aren't bad. Like it doesn't, you wouldn't think that it was like an old school kind of game. But I mean, it plays like old Quake or old. Oh, it's a butterfly ball. I knew it. Oh, whoa, it's fast. I've never seen it move. I don't think. Oh, maybe that's the mechanic. Yep. But it's got really weird, like, essentially you get 2 guns, right? And you get 2 guns for the whole game. One's like an energy gun and the other's like a conventional gun, but they transform, right? So it's like, oh, man, these butterflies. I gotta concentrate, hold on. Let go, let go. Oh, is he dead? Alright. Damn, that's... Alright, I got it. Right, okay. So you get 2 guns. You get one that's like a regular normal gun, and then another one that's like an energy gun. It's like a Tesla gun kind of thing, right? And you can switch between both of them with some weird controls, and you know, you add on to it. So it's like you could add like a grenade launcher attachment, so it kind of just like transforms. Really cool looking, right? Or you could add the other one to be like a ball lightning kind of defense thing. Like they have a bunch of modes, like something crazy, like 6 each, right? So it's not like you got 2 guns, you got, you know, several guns. Now let's see what this guy is saying.
Your father must have records of the dead, so I was wondering if you might do me a favor and look up the whereabouts of someone I once knew.
You've done a lot for me. The least I can do is ask around. Who is it that you're looking for?
I seek one called Achilles.
Oh, I know that guy.
He was rather famous once among the living, but among the dead, who knows? I thought he would be here, but he is not.
Achilles. I've heard the name before. And, can I ask why you wish to know of him, in case it happens to come up?
It's just, I simply miss him, stranger. That is all.
Oh, that's tragedy. Too bad you're such a bummer. Yeah, we get the Death Defiance back. I'm doing poorly. Yeah, so it's a really fun game. It seems like a fun game to speedrun, but it's very old school feel, like I said, and I like that. Like, I never played much Doom back in the day. I played kind of like off Dooms, not like Chex Hero or anything like that, but just like, I think there was this one game called like Wang Shu or something, and it's like this really vulgar kind of Chinese guy in a Doom kind of game, right? And you'd be like, what about Wang? And it was just like really tongue-in-cheek, kind of, you know, do I really just, okay, I got a close range gun, shit. Alright, that's not great, never mind. And I played a lot of Quake, you know, because I didn't play it competitively like people play Quake, right? But I played it casually. Quake, Unreal Tournament, those kind of, you know, old school shit. So this game gives me like strong those kind of vibes. You're very, it's just like run and gun, and you could shoot anything, and you get like a million enemies, and there's no like, I don't know how to pronounce it. It's like the 64, right? The 64 had first-person shooters like Perfect Dark and you know, GoldenEye and all that stuff like that, and some other ones that, but it's kind of like that. Like the aiming isn't precise, but like, you know, if you're aiming at something, you'll hit it. But it's not like you have to be on the thing like Call of Duty or whatever. It's like, oh my god, this is not my day. Yeah, I think it's just multitasking. You know, I'm not really feeling the rail anyway, so I'm just having fun with it. Oh, okay. 302. It's a fun game. It has a fun feel. I was thinking about streaming it after this, but I don't know if my skills are up. But yeah, it's got a weird kind of control scheme, and that's why it reminds me of.
Here, let me offer you some fine new booms, as well as Lord Dionysus here, who I'm sure would love to talk your ear off just as much as mine.
What's up, man, Zag?
We are being awful loud and to back off all sorts of nasty nasty stuff like that, what can you do though, right?
This guy's just run-on sentence, man. Oh, good. I get to not get it. Whatever. Yeah, I got it on a whim when I was picking up like all those sort of old school, like some of the ones I used to play on the computer at school when you weren't supposed to be playing on the computer. Is like the floppy disks with the 5-inch ones.
Dare you clash against the champion of Elysium and his most trusted friend?
Oh, he doesn't have much to say anymore. Man, I'm gonna get this fool drunk. I think it's just supposed to be like you run in, you shoot, and then you leave and reload, and you rinse and repeat, and you throw the bombs. I mean, that's just not how I play video games. Oh, look, we get him drunk. Oh, I've got just nothing. This is just like, it feels like CC, and it, oh my god. Yeah, alright. Who's he gonna call now? That was not Demeter. Oh, Ares. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Ah, that's the character. How dare you!
They say to never meet your heroes.
Yeah, like the old school side-scrolling ones where you had to kind of like figure out. You would go into a room and there'd be a guy and he would just like crouch and hold a blaster, and you had to like duck, but you had to figure that out over several times, like the original Souls-like kind of formula. Let's see what that fat guy has to. What do you got? Nothing? Alright. Yeah, Prince of Persia, a few other ones. But yeah, I remember playing them in school as a wee lad. I don't think I have any Death Defiance left. That's alright, what time is it? 4:40 soul. Alright, win or lose, this is probably going to be my last run for now. I do need... Well, we'll address that at the end. I'm at the end of Battle Chasers. I'm like at the very end. Like I spent some time grinding. And I finally got that stupid gun for Red Monica and I like a fish. And all that stuff, so I just need to go and do the thing. It's just... It's just a matter of doing it. But yeah, after that I'm gonna just... I don't know, I mean, I still have to beat God of War. I'm about halfway through God of War, and I've just been kind of messing around in that game. I don't know how entertaining it would be though, because, I mean, like, I do a lot of stupid stuff in that game. Like, I'm constantly just you know, going and fighting people that are a little bit higher than me and just dying over and over and over again. It's just... do a lot of exploring, and that game doesn't really encourage exploring until you're a little higher bit level. But like if you go in and poison this. I don't know, depending on if my friend's on, I do need to still farm for HADES. I don't want to, but I need to. I mean, I do want to, it's just like, farming a new frame is such a slog. It's just tedious, I don't know, man. Oh, that's it. Is it 3? Yeah, I'm poisoned. Oh. Okay. I guess that's how it ends. Yeah, I'll see if my buddy's on. I do need to do Plague Star too, but we'll see. That wasn't too bad. I almost beat it the first time. But yeah, as far as the argument between this and Metroid Prime, I mean, I think you just, like, this is a revolutionary game, but like roguelikes have been around for a while. This is like the perfection of roguelikes. Well, at least, I don't know. There are a lot of good roguelikes out there. This one's one of the best, but they all do different things, you know. It's like, how are you going to compare something like Risk of Rain 2 or Binding of Isaac to this? You know, they all do different things. You know, even Nuclear Throne or Flame in the Flood have their own, like, redeeming qualities. I'm not saying they're bad or good or whatever. It's like Don't Starve Together has one too, but it's like, you know, Metroid Prime took a chance and did it well. Did it really well. It's like an instant classic when it came out. It was just like embodying Metroid. It was just good. So I don't have an answer for you. But yeah, thanks for watching. I'll probably switch over to something. If not, then I'll definitely today, after I do my guild thing, finish Battle Chasers. That'll just happen. It shouldn't be too long, and I could switch to another RPG game. RPG and relax. Yeah. Alright.